right, everybody. Welcome to the Study Brew, episode 875. What did I just say? 875. We are 25 away from 900.
Yes.
Wow. I'm not a mathematician or anything, but I figured that out, guys. Kona math. Look at that. That's what happens. That's what happens when you're on here. Figure out math just like that. Boom.
That is it.
Anyways, on a serious note, we're glad to have y'all here. Tonight is Test Taking Techniques. Test Taking Techniques Tuesday. Tonight, we give you those skills that pays the bills, the quick way around the track, I don't know what's going on in this exam. I can't figure it out. Brandy's got it figured out for you. She's going to give you those skills and strategies tonight. Speaking of which, my name is Andy. I'm the guy that answers all the phone calls, text messages, and all the stuff in the background that you guys are not here for. You're here.
Vital to the success.
They're not here for that. They don't want to hear. They don't want to hear about my note-taking skills. No, Brandy, that's what you're here for. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, Series 65, and the Series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all the things you need to know, so that way you too can get a pass notice on this beautiful night.
Yes.
Yeah. And we've had some passers. But if you want to get in on it, now's your chance. Because, guys, you got the 21-day plan. We got the Kona Academy. We got special things coming up in the next 2 weeks with the members. We're going to have some this Friday. We're going to have a workshop on test taking techniques next Friday? Thursday. We have a technique. See, it's so fresh that I don't even know what's going on. We're going to have a techniques workshop for all the members. Oh, yeah, it's right there. On Thursday at 1 o'clock. Oh. There's a sticky right there on my soundboard just for that. Yeah. Well, I ignore all the stickies. I hate to say this, but I ignore all the stickies because there's stickies everywhere.
Guys, I only put vital stickies on his desk. I have all the random stickies. He's got the vital ones.
I don't know what to say to that. Anyways, I think I just become numb to it.
There's a system.
And when you have stickies to yourself, I'm looking at one that says "Ask Brandy."
Yeah, that's an idea that I want to do.
I'm like, are you asking yourself? So anyways, we got a whole workshop happening Thursday at 1 o'clock, apparently, for the members. I guess I'll have to have something out there to remind you guys all about that. And we will be, we're going to have some, like a lot of techniques and strategies and stuff coming up. Yes. And then in April, we're going to be doing some new stuff. So guys, we're going to have a lot of new stuff to help you out. We are constantly always tweaking our system and what we do because we find out what works, what don't work, and we throw it out if it don't work, and we put new stuff in, and then we see if that works, and then we listen to our members, and they tell us, hey, that works, or that doesn't work. Then we just we keep going. This is our system. It is completely tuned by our members who pass. So
yes,
you guys talk, we listen.
That's right.
Isn't that how it's supposed to go?
It should.
Well, that's the way it goes over here.
Yeah, it is.
But anyways, if you want to join in on that, scan the QR code, hit the links in the chat. We got all that available. We got a study guide available as well, SIE 6 and 63. By the way, we have material for the SIE, the 6, 63, 26, and the 65. So we have Kona Academy and the 21-day plan, covered that. Kona Community, Discord, that's where you can get questions. That's where you can ask questions, get answers, all that great stuff, get questions. No, ask questions, get answers. You find us on Telegram and all that great stuff. 951-290-3077.
Yes.
All right. And then we got the Kona Academy tomorrow. Just a quick reminder, no 63, but we have the SIE and the 6, 9:30 a.m., 6 starting at 11:30 a.m. Please check your local listings for your time zone on the screen. Yes.
Yes.
And put that in there.
Yeah.
All right. If you're not following me on Instagram, I wish you would. I tell you what, because when they give me a picture and they let me know, guess what?
What? I was admiring my arrow. Thank you.
875 episodes of this. I've been doing this. All right, ready?
Yes.
Because when they let me know, guess what, Brandy?
What?
We add another one to the Kona Hall of Fame because yes, we do. We got a passer. We're going to pass her. Yes, congratulations are in order. We got a Series 63 passer, fully licensed, got it done. Congratulations to Ning. Look how good she looked with that pass notice right there. Done. Series 63 in the books. Oh. Fully licensed, got them all done, Kona style. And she left me a great message. She said, "We did it, Kona." I love that. From the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you, Coach Brandy and Coach Andy. I'm so blessed to have you as mentors. I cannot thank you enough for your guidance, for your teaching me the Kona system. I did not pay her. Brandy did not pay her to say that. Just saying that. Full disclosure. My test taking confidence grew 100% just by staying coachable, plugging in to the system, applying OMS, test taking techniques, being accountable to Coach Brandy, and keeping that PMA. That's what it's talking about. PMA, positive mental attitude.
Heck yeah.
So congratulations, Ning. I don't know if she's on. It was kind of cool because I got the message that she passed. Is she on? No, I didn't think so.
Yeah.
I got the message that passed. She left me some great, let me know. She gave me the quote of what she wanted to say, gave me the great picture, and she was like, boom, I'm out. Like, I am partying. I'm living it up. I'm like popping bottles. I don't know what she's doing. I don't blame it because once you get this thing done, guys, what a relief, what an excitement. And we are just overjoyed and honored to have her as one of our pastors.
I feel like it's her RVP that texted me during the academy to tell me.
Are you talking about John?
No.
Oh.
That to tell me that she passed.
Are you talking about Jess?
No. Rachel.
All right. Yeah, I don't know. But that possibly. But that is awesome.
It's
Congratulations
awesome.
on getting
Yeah,
yeah, Rachel.
Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yes. Our SVP Rachel. All right.
SVP.
Congratulations on getting this done. And we are so excited to help you do that. And we can't help you get that 26. So that way you too can be an RVP and an SVP soon.
That's right.
Yeah. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So yes. All right. Well, we heard it.
Yep.
Test taking techniques, guys. That's where it's at. Test taking techniques. We got test taking techniques Tuesday. It's the strategies. It's the techniques. And guys, I know this is different, and I know this is difficult. I know this is hard for some people to wrap their brains around. But last night we even had Lily on. She stayed on afterwards and gave great advice on what helped her pass. Guys, she ran out of time on the exam. And she literally only had 20 minutes left and a lot to go.
Yes.
She just went with her gut and did test taking techniques all the way out throughout the rest of the end of the exam. She's like, I'm just going to let the cards fly. I've been studying how to do these techniques. I'm just going to go for it.
Yep.
Pass notice. Pass notice. Never scored. Never got a passing score in the Q bank for the Series 7. Never got it.
Yeah. Never got a passing score in a full quiz ever.
Brandy passed her Series 65. Only one time did she score a passing score on her Q banks.
Out of 14.
Series 7 never scored a passing score in her Q banks. Guys, how does that happen? How does that happen? Test taking techniques. Pass these exams on the first go.
Yes.
On the first time, Brandy did.
Yep.
Lily had been struggling for a long time trying to get this thing done. I think it was 9 times.
She said like over a few years, but then she found us.
Look, I know it's different. I know it's sometimes scary for you all to let it go. You want to answer that with content. You want to look back into your notes. You want to do that. But sometimes you got to keep an open mind and just like, what are the words telling me? What patterns do I just see that are obvious? Is that answer just have like start differently? Does that other answer start the same way? I don't know.
Yeah.
Pay attention to all that stuff. Keep it on a basic level. And we're going to go over that tonight. As Brandy does this, I want you guys to pay attention to that. Don't get caught up in just the content. Don't let it be your first look. When you're in your exams and your quizzes or whatever, and if you see an easy one and you can answer it with your content knowledge, go for it. But I'm talking tonight. Stop yourself. If you know the answer, stop yourself. Because you're not going to see any of these QBank questions on the real exam, no matter what QBank you use. Stop yourself, go with the flow, and try to see how Brandy answered it with the techniques, and then allow yourself to start learning these strategies outside of these QBanks and really start to go like, you know what? If I just apply these same kinds of like strategies and concepts anywhere, it doesn't matter how they ask it.
And I have to say this, right? We've had pastors tell us, that like it's 60% techniques, 40% content. We've even had one of our pastors
Justin.
actually, a handful of our pastors say it's more like 80% technique and 20% content. It's a little steep, but think about this, guys. If you're averaging around, let's say 50%, that sounds so far away from a passing score, right? 50%, you're in the middle. Technically, you're only 20% away, right? If these techniques even worked only 20% of the time or 25% of the time, a quarter of the time, it's the extra little boost you need to get the pass. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's the extra boost to get the pass.
And that's all you need.
That's all you need.
All we talking about is passing.
Pass.
We just want you to pass.
Just pass.
It doesn't matter how you get the pass. You're just walking out of there like George and Wheezy.
Trust me when
moving on up
what you guys learn
to the east side to a high rise.
What you guys learn on your test is going to be different than what your firms teach you. Everything that your firms teach you is not going to look the same than what you tested. I promise you. I know from experience. I'm also licensed.
Did you ever sing on the school bus on the way to a field trip, that whole Jefferson's theme song?
I feel like I did.
On a field trip? I did. I know I did. All right. Anyways.
Let's go.
Test taking techniques Tuesday. We got rules of test taking techniques Tuesday. Rule number 1, you're not allowed to ask what exam did that question come from. Like we just said, pay attention to all the different things we're trying to show you. Don't get caught up into like how difficult the questions are. Rule number 2 is we want you to do this. How do you get good at something? You practice. You don't be like Allen Iverson. You put the practice in. You get them rings like Kobe. So we want you to do a 10-question flash quiz, 10 questions, 10 minutes, just techniques, just by the gut, just starting to learn how to master how to do this. Ning was very coachable on these techniques. She was very coachable on how to do this. It was difficult for her at first, but you know what? She was coachable. She stuck with it. And slowly but surely, you know what? She gained confidence by being able to do this and then got her through those exams. And now she's fully licensed.
That's right.
So let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. Starting off with the heavy one right here. I'm just kidding. Tax-free distributions are available at any time after 5 years of participation. Earnings are tax deferred. Qualifying distributions are tax-free. We mentioned tax-free here. We mentioned tax-free here. Then I'm looking at the fact that this says anytime or qualifying, which means it's got to fit the rules, right? Do you guys know that qualifying means you got to fit the rules?
Yeah, you got to qualify, right? In drag racing and when racing from what I came from, you got to make a qualifying run before you can even go to the main event. It means your car has to go fast enough to even be in the race to go for it.
And then distributions may be due. Wait, I'll say it. Hold on. Distributions may be made due to disability and to pay qualified first-time home buyer expenses. Okay. All right. But I'm going to be focusing on the fact that A mentions tax-free and C mentions tax-free. And I don't know about you, but if I'm getting something tax-free, I feel like I got to fit the rules.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
And I would say this, look, I'm not saying D is not right or wrong or whatever, but D seems like stuff I don't even would know for securities anyway, like home buyer experience, qualified first-time home. I don't know. I don't know about real estate. I wasn't studying real estate when I was doing this. I mean, maybe or may not, but that's what my gut's telling me.
Okay.
I don't know what it means.
How does a Roth IRA differ from a traditional IRA? Now, I can tell you guys that B is both by content. I could tell you that D is both by content, but that doesn't answer the question, does it? I want to know what's special about a Roth.
Simple.
I'm just going to say if I get something for free, I got to fit the rules.
Qualifying.
Now, some of you might be questioning the fact that the 5-year rule. So if you guys are studying, you guys do know that Roths are tax-free after 5 years and 59.5. Not anytime after 5 years. You got to fit that rule of being 59.5 and tax-free. So what's a better way of saying that? Qualifying.
One, you have to qualify. The other one, not so much.
Qualify.
Qualifying.
Just so that you guys know, because I know that the person who put the thing in the chat might be questioned. All right. A,
They can't help it. It's their default.
I know. I hear you. A, the broker-dealer has the right to sell securities from the accounts. B, the broker-dealer must, there's that must word, must give the customers a choice regarding which securities to sell to cover a maintenance call. You got to have a choice.
Yeah, must.
The customer can lose more funds than he deposited in an account, or the broker-dealer can raise the margin requirements at any time.
Oh,
Guys, check this out. When we talk about Mona, because you guys are seeing it in the chat, Mona, right? Mona is what we call must, only, never, or always, right? We say that these are usually not true because it's very rare that you must. If looking at these answers, A, B, C, and D, there's only one must, right?
nothing is always nothing. There's not a lot of things that are definitive. There's the words I was.
There you go.
There's not a lot of things. I'm not saying that there isn't. There's just
Right.
there's not a lot that is definitive like that.
Right. Now, again, this is one of those techniques that it's not going to work 100% of the time, but you know, it does work enough to not ignore it. Oh, wait, question. The question says, which of the following statements is not true regarding a customer who opens an account? Do you guys see that?
Especially if you're on this question and you know it comes to you late in the game and you're like, oh my gosh, that one sounds like a not true. Oh, that one sounds kind of shaky.
And then you sit and think about it. And if you were getting your car repoed, and let's say you have two cars in your driveway, and you've got a junker and you've got that brand new beautiful car, and you're not making payments on the beautiful car, and here comes the little hooky guy, right? Do you have a choice of which car they're going to take?
No.
See, that makes sense now. See, that makes sense now. See, that's how I look at it. And that's not securities. Why? Because I said cars, not securities.
Also, put your car in the garage if you got a hooky guy coming.
All right. The extension deadline.
The more you know.
The extension deadline, October 15th of the following year, the year, like, this extension deadline, October 15th of the year following the year the contribution is for. Okay.
Wow.
April 15th of the contribution is for, oh, this is, that's tax day. I know I always hit you.
Oh, well, let's switch my ears on.
Tax day. Okay, December 31st of the year the contribution is for, or April 15th. April 15th, April 15th. Both are tax days, guys. If you're over the age of 18 and you're paying taxes, you know that tax day is April 15th. That's not securities.
Right.
Does that make sense? That's not content.
That's
right?
just being a grown-up who pays taxes.
Right. Now, let's say this. Andy talks about it all the time.
I do?
Yes, you do.
Oh.
It's tax season.
I do.
Right? We get our look, I'm speaking now from being an adult, right? All of you on here are adults, right? And in January, we get
and if you're not an adult, you have to wait till you're 18 to get this license.
Yeah. Yeah. See, there you go. But we all get that W-2 thing in the mail,
right?
Right? That says how much we earned the previous year. And then you go take it to a tax person, and that tax person goes, hey, you know, if you contribute to an IRA, you can save on some money on your taxes. Isn't that the following year? We're in 2004, but we're talking about 2000. Wait, I said 2004.
24.
We're in 2024. So, but we're talking about 2023 taxes. So wouldn't that be this one? Yes. I know that was a roundabout way and I didn't mean to make it so crazy, but
yeah, because it can't be for this year. We're not even through this year. How do you know what my taxes are going to be for the rest of the year that I have not lived yet?
We don't even know what we're going to pay in taxes until March.
I mean, just thinking the common sense of it all. Even if you can't get behind the wordage on D because it's so confusing a little bit, you know, the way they put it. But look at the common sense of B. Like that can't happen. Like, how are you going to tax me on stuff that I haven't even lived through yet? Does that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right. Right. Okay. That's what that means. Oh, guys, I know you guys want to see the question.
I could have contributed to to charities before the year. How you gonna tax me before it?
All right.
I might have made more money. Shoot, you guys might be losing money.
That's right. All right, I got 250 per year. I got 100 per year. I got 250 per lifetime. Wow, that's low.
That's a bummer.
And then I have $100 per individual per year. Man, that's specific. And let's not ignore the fact that, of course, these two are the same as well, right? But look at the difference between A and C per year per lifetime. B says $100 per year. D says 100 per individual per year. These are more similar than the other two.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Okay. Let's look at the question. Now, gifts and gratuities directed to those who work from another firm may not be made by a member or associated person for amounts greater than. Can you imagine if you could only give $250 for a lifetime? That's so sad.
Sorry, you had that in your last steak dinner.
Yeah. But I just started. I was a new rep.
Hey, you should have held on to that memory of your first year.
Yeah, but I was a new rep.
Hey, your first year, I bought you that steak dinner.
I worked here for 20 years.
That first year, I already paid you.
That's anyways. But you see how, guys, look at, here's what I've learned. In test world, they want to have you guys match up the definitions. Do you see how loose B is compared to D? So if you were defining, because you're probably looking at this and you're like, what's the difference between B and D? The specificity, did I say that right? Specificity.
Sure.
Specificity.
It's my favorite fairy too.
Of
specificity.
Per individual.
Fairy godmother specificity. Just move on.
Specificity.
Sure, that too.
Buy treasury securities from banks. I don't know. Increase government spending. Sounds expensive. Is that coming out of my pocket?
Yeah.
Raise taxes. Dang it.
They better fix them roads first.
Dude, seriously. I don't want to be driving like this.
I know I'm not the only one in Southern California where their front end feels like it's going to fall off from all the bad roads.
Raise federal funds. Again, expensive. So I have two expensives. I have a dang it, because raise taxes. I don't want to pay more taxes. And then I have a Let's go to the question. You guys are going to laugh at how I did this. The federal government could use which of the following to stimulate the economy? I don't know about you, but making it more expensive or raising our taxes isn't going to stimulate my spending.
No.
So I guess I'm just going to go by process of elimination, and I'm just going to hit A. Increased government spending is not going to stimulate the economy, because guess who pays for that?
Look at just the common sense again. Common sense again. If they didn't want to stimulate, they want me to spend more money. They want you to spend more money. Them increasing government spending, is that going to make me spend more money? No. Is it raising the taxes going to make? Heck no, it's not going to make me spend more money. Raise the federal rate? No.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't know what it is, but it doesn't sound like it's going to make me spend money.
Do you guys see how I separated out the content? And I just went from, I don't know what A is. Increased government spending sounds expensive, because look, again, as adults, we all know if the government is spending more, they're going to raise our taxes.
Yep. And
that ain't stimulating my economy.
B, C, and D are all about raising
and
increasing.
Now, guys, I could totally go into a deep dive on what A means, but we don't need it. Not today.
Nope.
Not today.
I only got 2 minutes to finish this exam. I ain't got time for that.
Exactly. U.S. Treasury receipts.
Yeah.
Supposed to be a Kaplan question. Municipal revenue bonds. U.S. Treasury bills. Look at, isn't that funny? Look, there's a bill and here's your receipt. Sorry. And then municipal general obligation bonds. All right. So I see municipal and I see municipal. I'm laughing at the bills and the receipts, right? An obligation to me tells me you must have it. Right? It's an obligation. So you must have, must do. I don't know. Right? Makes sense. And then a revenue bond tells me it's going to involve collecting money,
Mm-hmm.
right? Collecting money. Sorry for my writing. I'm trying not to mess up the image there. So I'm either looking at something US government-y or I'm looking at something like money or must have.
Right.
Okay. Water and sewer facilities. That doesn't have anything to do with the government.
Right.
Most likely, wait, water and sewer facilities are most likely to use what kind of debt financing to fund expansion plans? Look, I know most of you are going to hit obligation. Got to have an obligation because you got to have water and sewer
Well,
facilities.
you said must have. I want my sewer. Thank you.
However, I don't get to use water and sewer for free. Because I live in that city, I have to pay for that stuff.
Yeah,
right?
I sure
It's not
do.
the library. It's not the
No, they don't. No.
I gotta pay for this. This is my part of my bills. Funny. I'm surprised. I'm not surprised, but I'm also very proud of everybody that put revenue in the chat because I thought I was gonna get you guys on that one. Oh, I thought.
Yeah, Lily said, remember who benefits from it.
That is right. All right, let me see. Do I have one more? No.
Nope, that's it.
More.
The ride has come to an end.
It was like one of those abrupt stops too.
Yeah. Time to put your tables up in the upright position. We are coming down for landing. And we want to say thank you guys for being here on this Test Taking Techniques Tuesday. Look, I know there was a little bit more content in these questions particularly, but you know what? Sometimes it's just a lot of common sense. Just make some common sense. Just look, what is it saying to you? What is it speaking to you about? What do you see there? Right? Take it out of it. Put your real life experiences in it. Right? We know how a lot of things work if we just apply our grown-up knowledge. We know that April 15th is around tax time, right?
No.
Whether we like it or not, right? So don't lose that perspective.
No.
Apply it and don't make it more complicated than it is.
Correct.
All right. Well, it's time for your flash quiz, your 10-question flash quiz. We'll be back for the Academy tomorrow night. Brandy said she's going to have some content for free. Same bat time, same bat channel. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's hands. Say that's all I know. And kept positive mental attitude. PMA, everybody. Have a great night.
Thank you guys for being on. We super appreciate you guys. Look beyond content. Look at the words on the screen. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great one.